Good afternoon. This is Joe Pryor with the virtualrealestateteam.com in Oklahoma City, a part of Redbud Realty and Associates. And I was doing some blogs this week about investing in real estate, something I've been a specialist of and have been doing for almost 22 years now here in the Oklahoma City area. And I've gone through in previous videos some of the reasons people buy investment property. One, maybe they just enjoy it, but very often they have a new child and they want to pay for the college education maybe 18 years later, and it's a good, safe investment. Maybe they're building for retirement. But I got a call yesterday that I want to talk to you about based on some videos I was doing, and I had a lady call me from out of state and said, you know, I listened to the videos but here's my idea, and I've talked to some other people about this. I have a son that's going to a private school in Oklahoma City, college, and the cost of housing, of course, has gone up like everything else has gone up, especially at universities. And what I was thinking about is he has two friends that are really responsible friends, and what if I bought a house for them to live in, and where the two roommates would pay rent? And I thought, well, that's a marvelous idea. I've done this in the past, but it's been quite a few years, so I'd kind of forgotten about this aspect of it. But let me tell you kind of what we did and what I talked to her about. I know the area around there. It would be an older home, and primarily what you're going to be doing is looking for a house that needs a little work. And this is based on the fact that you could put 20% down as a conventional investor loan with, Fannie Mae, which is no problem if you don't have more than 4 mortgages. And then buy it at the right price, maybe buy a short sale, foreclosure, something that may need $10,000 worth of work. And so if it's the example I gave her, if it was $100,000 with 20% down and needed about $10,000 worth of work, and if you have that capital, say $35,000, then what you could do is very simply buy the home at a reduced price, put the investment into it to really improve it, rent this 3-bedroom home and rent the 2 rooms, essentially, to the roommates, and with their rents combined, you could make the house payment. In other words, they would pay off the house and the son would live there for free. Now, that's just part of the equation, because remember, we talked about starting with equity, not just the $20,000 in the down payment on the $100,000 house, but also, let's say the ultimate value after the $10,000 is put in, so $110,000, maybe the ultimate value is $140 or $130 even, and so what you're starting out with is $20,000. So at the end of the time that the kids are going to be into the house living, not only have you paid for their housing during their, say, 4 years of college education, if that's what it is, but then you have the ability to resell it, get your money back, as well as equity. So if that $20,000 would go to $30,000, not only would you pay your son or daughter's college education, but you would also, their housing during their college education, but you would also be defraying the cost of their college. Now, you may even want to keep the property if it's done very, very well, and if it rents high enough, it could be something that you could always do this again with someone else, not necessarily related to you, or, like I say, you can cash out. So another reason to buy investment real estate is for your son or daughter going and getting their college education away from home, having a couple of roommates that can pay for the mortgage, resell it later at a profit. So if you're interested in buying investment property in Oklahoma City, we will be happy to deal with this. Find the property for you, set up a property manager if you need, regardless of why you're buying the property, and handling all the details and giving you all the statistics that can show you why this constitutes a good investment and why you should put your money there. This is Joe Pryor with the virtualrealestateteam.com in Oklahoma City, where we deliver traditional real estate values with the speed of technology.